Greetings on the channel, friends. Today I'm going to tell the story of literature teacher Claire. Separated from her unfaithful husband, she falls in love with a young man who has moved in next door, but their tumultuous romance soon takes a dangerous turn. I'm waiting for your opinion on the film in the comments. Enjoy watching it. Claire is on the verge of divorcing her husband Garrett after he was caught cheating with his secretary. She kicks him out of the house, which leads to a rift between them and their son Kevin. Claire's best friend Vicky supports her and convinces her to sign the divorce papers immediately and break up with Garrett for good. On Kevin's birthday, Garrett shows up for dinner. He invites Claire and Kevin to go fishing after a business trip to San Francisco, where his affair took place. Claire declines the invitation, but allows Kevin to join her father. She still feels very strongly about the affair. Claire is getting ready to walk Kevin on his trip when suddenly the garage door gets stuck. Claire goes to fix it and is helped by a young man named Noah. He is the nephew of a neighbor who is confined to a wheelchair. Noah offers to help fix the garage door. Along with Kevin, he goes to the hardware store. After they leave, Noah's uncle tells Claire that Noah's parents died last year and he is still coping with the loss. The boys go to the store, and Kevin discovers that Noah is going to the same high school as him, where Claire works as a teacher. After they pick up their repair supplies, Kevin notices a girl from his school who works there, named Ollie. He has a crush on her, but is too nervous around her. Noah convinces him to come over and talk to her. While Kevin goes to pay, Noah gets to know Ollie. A little later, three punks on skateboards, led by a guy named Jason, approach and bully Kevin in front of Ollie and Noah. Noah spends a lot of time with Kevin while his uncle is in the hospital. Claire invites him to have lunch with them and Vicky. Claire mentions that she teaches classical literature at school, which prompts Noah to quote Homer and express his love for Hellas. Claire is clearly impressed by this. Later, Noah notices a pair of stiletto shoes that Claire keeps in a box, which she says were a gift from Vicky. Noah says that these shoes are made for women who try to be attractive, but Claire doesn't have to try for that. He apologizes for sounding too blunt in his words. When Kevin and Garrett leave for their trip, Claire gets ready for her date. She looks out the window and sees Noah naked in his room. He notices her watching him, but she hides behind the curtains. Claire goes on a double date with Vicky and her boyfriend Ethan, with his buddy Cooper, to a restaurant. Cooper is a jackass who insults Claire's predilection for classic literature. She also notices him hitting on the waitress. Claire leaves the restaurant and goes home. Noah calls Claire and tells her he is trying to defrost a chicken in the microwave. He asks her to come over and help him cook it properly. She eventually comes over and stays to eat the chicken with him after they have cooked it properly. Noah continues to flirt with Claire, and although she likes it, she thinks it would be wrong. Noah begins kissing and stroking her, giving her no opportunity to resist, and she ends up staying the night with him. The next morning, Claire begins to regret what happened during the night. She tells Noah that it is all wrong. This makes Noah so angry that he pummels his fist into the wall and hurts his fist. Kevin and Garrett return from a trip. They have lunch with Claire, and a few minutes later Noah shows up. Claire brings a plate of cookies, and Noah asks her if she has told the boys what happened while they were away. She is lost, but says about the night storm. Kevin hands him a cookie, and Noah replies, "I love your mom's cookies." The school year begins. Claire begins her first literature class, and suddenly the principal comes in and informs her that Noah is transferring to their class because he pretended that Claire had asked him to transfer to her class. She realizes that he has hacked into her computer. Kevin and Noah spend time together despite the fact that Claire is beginning to feel uncomfortable around Noah. Noah takes Kevin into the woods with a shotgun belonging to his uncle. He sets up a line of oranges and manipulates Kevin into hating his father for cheating on Claire. This manifests itself at the dinner table when Garrett arrives and Kevin yells at him. Kevin comes with Noah to the school gym and expresses his irritation on the punching bag. Kevin overstretches himself and begins to experience shock. Noah rushes to the locker and grabs Kevin's adrenaline. He injects it into his leg and saves him. Vicky brings Claire flowers to work that they both believe were given to her by Garrett. Claire calls him, but he denies sending them. She guesses that Noah sent them. She meets him in the gymnasium. The teacher notices it and sees her pushing Noah away. Kevin returns to the hardware store to invite Ollie to the movies. She says she can't, but would like to go to the fall party with him. Claire and Garrett go on a date, and he starts flirting with her. She's still upset about the affair, but Garrett really wants a fresh start. Noah notices it all, and the next morning angrily asks Claire about it. Kevin catches them having this conversation. Jason and his buddies approach Kevin and harass him. Kevin gets up to hit Jason back, but then Noah walks in and smears his abusers against the lockers. Vicky runs in to break up the fight, but Noah pushes her. Noah is calmed down by a larger teacher. Noah is sent to the principal's office, where Vicky, who is the vice principal, says that the school never received a character reference from the previous school because he was kicked out for bullying. There is a scandal between them, and Vicky expels Noah from the school. Claire accompanies the fall party and leaves Kevin with Ollie. Ollie tells Claire about a leak in the boys' bathroom. She goes to turn off the sink and sees rough writing on the wall about herself. Noah appears out of the darkness and tries to pounce on Claire, but gets hit between the legs. She tells him to stay away from her and Kevin. After that, Claire wakes up at night and sees in the window a naked Noah playing with the girl Ollie, with whom Kevin is in love. You can see by Noah's face that he is doing it out of spite. The next day, Claire's class finds itself locked out. She opens the door, looks inside, and sees something awful. She leaves the students outside and finds hundreds of pictures of her and Noah playing at night scattered all over the classroom. Claire turns off the printer and frantically tries to get rid of the pictures before the principal shows up. She opens the door so the students can enter. The principal expresses his concern about Claire's behavior lately and tells her that he heard about her confrontation with Noah at the gym. Garrett picks Kevin up from school to drive his car home. Kevin is driving and is angry. He is still resentful of his father. He drives too fast and can't stop because his brakes have failed. Kevin nearly hits two cars, but Garrett helps him steer the car into a row of water containers. Claire returns home and sees a dent in Garrett's car. He and Kevin don't tell Claire what happened and assure her that they are fine. She catches them watching TV with Noah. He follows her into the kitchen where she tells him about the pictures. He tells her that he took a video of their night together and if she wants the video she must come to his house. Claire comes to see him that night, but Noah promises to give up the video only if she continues to sleep with him. She refuses and leaves. Claire tells Vicky everything and asks for her help. She advises Claire to break into Noah's house and find the videos herself. Claire breaks into Noah's house and sees hundreds of printed pictures in the basement. She finds his laptop and deletes their videos and notices diagrams of car brakes. She thinks it was Noah who damaged Garrett's car. Claire meets Detective Johnny, who informs her that Noah's father was killed in a collision between his van and a truck. Noah grabs and ties up Vicky and uses audio recordings of her voice to lure Claire into her home. Claire arrives and discovers Vicky's body. Terrified, Claire tries to contact the police, but runs into Noah. He tells her that his mother killed herself after his father cheated on her. Afterwards, he messed up the brakes of his father's minivan, directing his car to crash, along with his mistress. Noah takes Claire to the barn of his house, where Garrett and Kevin, who he has kidnapped, are. Noah threatens to kill them if Claire does not stay with him. In an attempt to free them, Claire engages in a physical confrontation with Noah. He pours kerosene around the barn, forcing her to light the flames. Released, Garrett tries to strangle Noah with a rope, prompting him to shoot him in the chest. Claire wounds him in the eye with Kevin's injector. Later, as he holds Kevin at gunpoint, she pushes a switch behind her back that drops an engine from the roof onto Noah. Claire and Kevin help injured Garrett out of the burning house. Rescue workers arrive. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching. Like this video, write in the comments what you think of this movie, and see you on the channel.